You know the routine. The lights go out, the room goes dark, and the screen comes on. For most of us, scrolling feels like a harmless way to wind down, but sleep researchers track this exact nightly habit as one of the most pervasive, yet completely overlooked health crises of our time. Millions of people are currently diagnosing themselves with chronic insomnia. They stare at the ceiling for hours, or wonder why a full 8 hours in bed still leaves them completely drained the next morning. Your devices are actively performing a nightly biological trick on your brain. Nighttime scrolling overrides millions of years of human biology. It engineers an artificial state of insomnia right when your body is begging for rest. This diagram represents the circadian rhythm, our body's internal biological clock. As the sun moves across the dial, our brain uses that natural light to dictate exactly when we should be awake and when we need to sleep. But watch what happens when we introduce a phone screen. Devices emit a specific wavelength of blue light. When this blue wave hits your eyes in a dark room, your body registers it as direct midday sunlight. Look at this line graph emerging in the center. Melatonin is the essential hormone that triggers sleep. The moment that false daytime signal reaches the brain, melatonin production flatlines. It doesn't take hours of scrolling to trigger this drop. Just 30 brief minutes of screen time strips away the crucial chemicals you need to drift off, severely delaying sleep. And without those chemicals peaking, the brain gets trapped in shallow sleep. You might technically be unconscious, but your brain never reaches the restorative deep sleep phases required to actually repair your physical body. Blue light completely overrides your brain's hardware. It takes what should be a full night of recovery and turns it into empty, unrefreshing downtime. Deep sleep is the anchor for your physical health. Take it away, and multiple biological systems start to fail in rapid succession. First, memory consolidation breaks down. Deep sleep is when the brain processes the day's information. Without it, those new memories simply fade away. Second, late-night social media stimulation traps your nervous system in a state of high alert. It spikes anxiety and stress, exactly when your heart rate should be dropping. Third, staring at a concentrated light source in pitch darkness causes severe ocular strain, leaving your eyes dry, burning, and exhausted. Fourth, the brain wakes up in a severe deficit. You start the very next day with diminished focus, lower productivity, and a severely compromised ability to make sound decisions. This chart shows the impact of chronic shallow sleep. When the brain is denied rest, it disrupts the hormones that manage your blood sugar and appetite. This hormonal shift compounds over time, directly increasing your risk for obesity, diabetes, and hypertension. Continuous screen use at night degrades your body's cognitive and physical infrastructure over time. A smartphone is a necessary tool for navigating the day, but once the sun goes down, it acts as a biological toxin. The most effective intervention is the 1-hour rule. By establishing a strict screen curfew exactly 60 minutes before bed, you give your melatonin levels the required time to rebound naturally. To enforce this, physically banish the phone from the bedroom entirely. This severs the psychological urge to check for incoming notifications and kills the anxiety that comes with keeping it on your nightstand. If screen use is absolutely unavoidable for work or emergencies, you have to mitigate the damage. This split screen shows the difference between a standard harsh display and an interface utilizing night mode or blue light filters. That warm amber glow significantly softens the blow to your sleep hormones. Next, replace the digital dopamine hit with an analog wind-down process. Reading a physical book naturally calms the brain's activity levels without triggering the sun-sensing receptors in your eyes. Test this biological reset tonight. Put the phone in another room an hour before you sleep and observe the immediate shift in your sleep quality. The most powerful medicine for a healthy, functioning life is natural, uninterrupted sleep. Securing it just requires choosing your own biology over a new notification.